Episode 75. This is Rod Boomer Guitar Sessions, Rod Gels. And here's what we're going to do today. We're going to borrow from another instrument to level up our fingerstyle guitar playing. So what instrument are we borrowing from? It's the banjo. Now, I'm not even a good banjo player, but I know enough that banjo players, what they do in order to get their stuff together is they get rolls together. And it's like, I wondered what would happen if we took rolls, banjo rolls, and kind of like incorporated them into our acoustic guitar fingerstyle playing. And with that said, the thing that banjo players do that is different than the typical fingerstyle guitar, like if I could play that's kind of more like Travis picking, ragtimey kind of thing. Where I could do something like that. That's more classical guitar. That's more in the classical guitar band. What banjo players and Earl Scruggs kind of style of banjo playing in particular did is they took the thumb, the index, and the middle fingers, and they applied their stuff, their artistry into the playing of rolls, and they do it in time. And I thought, wow, let's try this out. And it's an experiment. It's an experiment for me, and it'll be an experiment for you. But it's like you'll come up with different things that will make you play differently. And I think that's what it's all about. So with that said, okay, the first thing we're going to do is I'm not even going to call this a roll, because I don't even know. It's a roll that I made up. But I think it's important that we use it, and I call it a pinch roll. And I think this is what Jeff Beck uses, or used. So all I'm doing is, and that works extremely well in when you have a drone or a pedal point, which is that open G string that I'm playing. And this is in your if you look in the description of this, transcription of what I'm doing is in the transcription. I made a lesson for this. So we call that a pinch roll. I don't know what else to call it, but it's like, so that is a pinch roll. Lots of ideas can come from that. Okay, so the next roll we're going to talk about, roll number 2, is going to be what I refer to and what is referred to in banjo lore and organization is the forward roll. And the forward roll is what it sounds: thumb, index, middle, thumb, index. A little bit of classical guitar technique. When you're preparing for an arpeggio, that's called the prep. We're preparing it. We're planting our fingers on the strings so they're going to be responsible for it. Forward roll. All right, so right. Another thing we can do with that. 3 strings at a time. That's a forward roll. Roll number 3. Roll number 3 is the backwards roll. Backwards roll is middle, index, thumb, or P. M-I-P. Okay, I recommend practicing this with a drum machine, some sort of rhythmic device, some sort of, or you can even use a metronome. You can even use a metronome. So that little that's Spanish romance, okay, or romance as it's sometimes called. Now, roll number 4 is going to be the mixed roll. The mixed roll is going to be thumb, middle, index. So it's thumb, middle, index. All right. All right, so roll number 5 is going to be the closest thing to a normal guitar playing roll that we have, and this is called the alternating thumb roll. This is close to this is Travis picking. Practice these things until they're ingrained in you, and then eventually that stuff is going to come out in mixtures. Okay, here's a variation on that one. So what I did there is, okay, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle. The variation is thumb, middle, thumb, index. There's a thing in banjo playing that this all would lead into. You practice each one of these kinds of rolls, get it down, monkey around with it like forward rolls. In different ways. you monkey around with it, and then you can come up with fingerstyle treatments that combine lots of these things. And rolls that do that are what banjo players refer to as composite rolls. It's kind of like the drummer and his rudiments. It's like you have singles, you have doubles, and then you can mix them all up, and flams and paradiddles and drags and all that. And then you mix it up, and then it's a composite. Okay, so that's where you can take it. I would take each one of these things a roll at a time and get it. And see where it takes your fingerstyle playing. Practice it with a drum beat and a drum groove and come up with rhythmic patterns that using what we're talking about. All right? So rolls on a banjo, how does it work with guitar? These are just experiments that you can try out. Hope you get something out of this. I hope I get something out of this. It's like these are things that I'm working on myself. There's no perfection here. So this is Rod, Boomer Guitar Sessions. Have fun with this. Have fun with this. I believe in you. You can do this. Play lots of fingerstyle. Play lots of guitar. Play. See you next time. Hi, this is Rod from Boomer Guitar Sessions. I personally wanted to thank you for being part of our community. If you like what we're doing here and you want to see more of it, please hit the like, subscribe, and share. And this helps me spread my musical messages to all over the world. Thank you. I appreciate you. And always remember, you can